Hello there.
Now, in my opinion, that session in which I reacted to Breaking Bad episodes 12, 13, and 14 of season 5 in one sitting is the best 3-run episodes of reactions I've ever done in this channel. That is a historic 3-peat, ladies and gentlemen. The quality of the episodes were absolutely fantastic, and I hope that translated to my reactions as well. I hope the quality of those reactions were absolutely fantastic. But this is a new day, ladies and gentlemen. This is a new week, and we're here to react to the penultimate episode of the entire Breaking Bad series. We are up to episode 15 now, ladies and gentlemen, of season 5. This one is titled Granite State. I'm going to waste no more time. I'm going to get into the reaction. We saw Walt drive off into the sunset, into the distance at the end of last episode. Let's see what's going to happen in these final 2 episodes. I cannot wait. I hope you guys are just as excited to see my reaction as I am to see this for the first time. Let's waste no more time. Let's get into the reaction. Let's have some fun with this thing, and let's smash it. Let's go. Also, you guys don't need to worry, okay? Don't worry. We are going to lawyer up, ladies and gentlemen, and react to Better Call Saul. So, ease up on those requests. We are going to continue the Breaking Bad universe. Don't worry. Best quality vacuum. Let's go. I mean, they do clean shit up. They give you a whole new identity. They erase the past. That's something Dyson could never do. Why am I firing shots at Dyson? I'm sorry.
You can come on out.
This actor looks awfully familiar here. The one driving the Tarago. Ah, we expected to see Walter White, but it is indeed Saul.
It's an actual store. I guess I figured vacuum cleaner repair was a term of art.
If you would step right here on this blue spot, leave your luggage where it is for the moment.
Passport photos.
Sure.
Yeah, what about this?
I'll Photoshop that out.
We'll do that in post.
You'll have a bunkmate.
Oh, he's still here?
For the moment.
I have a feeling who that bunkmate
Special
is going to be.
case gonna take some doing.
How's he holding up?
You be the judge.
That ain't good. I feel like it's like one of the first times I've seen Saul without the full entire suit on and without the Albuquerque ribbon right there from the plane disaster. I recognize that actor who's like head of the vacuum cleaning business. I recognize him. I notice Marie's wearing black, I believe.
Steve, too.
Because if she's wearing black, this is a change for her character. This is her mourning period now.
Call it in, get her out of here. Move.
And I thought, you know, maybe, I knocked on his door, the music stopped, and then he was right there. When he saw the gun, he thought,
Hey,
I
Kenny,
don't know what he thought. He was
does
just
this
so
pussy
scared.
cry through the entire thing?
Just watch.
Or high-fiving.
He won't quit.
Then, you know, we turn around and there is this kid on a dirt bike
Uh-oh.
looking at us. Todd, that opie, dead-eyed piece of shit, pulls out a gun and shoots the kid. This is Todd Elquist.
He's grinning. He's smiling as well. Oh.
He killed Drew Sharp. Boom. Like it was nothing.
Uncle Jack.
Yeah, I was
Hold
hoping Uncle Jack wasn't happy with that.
I think we should keep him for a while and get a couple of cooks under our belt.
You seriously giving me this turn the other cheek crap? He ratted you out personally.
We still got 600 gallons of methylamine.
Meth? Who gives a shit about meth? We won the lottery here. We've got all the money in the world. You're talking to me about selling crank?
But this is millions. Uncle Jack, no matter how much you got, how do you turn your back on more?
Greed, ladies and gentlemen. Greed.
It's that Lydia woman. You sweet on her, you little bastard. Hey, Kenny, you believe this?
He's right.
It's all about this right here, huh?
Come on. You can do better. I mean, that one's so uptight, she's probably got a wood chipper for a coochie. Stick it in down there, you're pulling back a stump. Ah, what the hell? Heart wants what the heart wants, right? Let's go back and watch some more of that crybaby rat, huh?
These guys could be the undoing of their own like, they could be the victims of their own downfall, Uncle Jack and Todd, like the tension between them, if there is any. I just hope there's another copy of that video somewhere, please, for the love. But, like, it's Breaking Bad, man. The bad guys could win. At the moment, they are. Let's go, Jesse. Come on, baby. Come on. I mean, Uncle Jack was right there. His crew could literally pack up, go their own separate ways altogether, and retire for life for the amount of money they have.
This is mild steel.
We're gonna
No.
transition to Walt's. Oh, so good.
I'm gonna hate myself for asking, but who are we hitting?
Jack Welker and his men.
Okay.
They murdered Hank. They stole my life's work.
I don't know any hitmen.
It ain't done
You
yet.
know a guy who knows a guy. No, just get me the contacts. Anybody in that world. I'm paying top dollar. We'll find them. No. Go ahead. Get it off your chest. Go on.
The phone call was a smart move. Kudos to you. Odds are it was recorded. It's going to play great for a jury. It might even buy her a mistrial in a year and a half. Until then, if they don't have you, they're going after her.
There's no point. She knows nothing.
Well, too bad for her. Then she's got nothing to trade. I hate to be a downer here, but there are 2 DEA agents missing, presumed dead. You think the feds are going to just let that go because you hit the ejector seat? First thing they're going to do, they will RICO your wife and kids out of the house. I mean, how much time have you got left? You walk in with your head held high, you'll be the John Dillinger of the Metropolitan Detention Center. How bad is that? And you bring a barrel full of drug money, maybe that soothes some troubled waters. Maybe they let your family stay in the house. After all, the house predates the criminal enterprise.
God, you think I want to run? This is the last thing I want. This changes nothing. What I do for my family. My money goes to my children, not just this barrel. All of it. I'm going to kill Jack and his entire crew. And I'm going to take back what is mine and give it to my children. And then, and only then, am I through. Do you understand?
See, his show is so complex and has so many layers to it in its character development and drama that I feel like you can pinpoint receipts for anyone. Now, I'm all for Walt taking out Jack Jack and his crew for what they've done. They deserve it. I feel like them, along with Walt, are the most hated characters in this show. But as in the comment section as well, there's a lot of Walt sympathizers and there's a lot of Skylar haters, and there are some who sympathize with Skylar. Like, there's such a divide in the fan base. I mean, it's great stuff. At the end of the day, you want that conversation to keep ticking and going to this day as well. But at the same time, like, Walt is the one who's got involved with Jack and his crew. He's the one that hired him out. He's the one that gave him those exact coordinates and everything. He's the one that made the call in the first place and got involved with them and decided to go deeper and deeper. Now, this excuse that Walt makes that everything is for his family, I don't know. Like, is it enough? is it really justifiable that everything is for his family? Like, I mean, there's been times I feel like where everything's just been about Walt and Walt himself and his ego has triumphed all. Is it really for his family? Like, I don't know if you guys can like agree with me here, but I know the situation, Gus threatened his family and like obviously killed Gus out of the protection for his family, but at the same time, after that incident, we saw a new Walt develop. We saw this egotistical god complex Walt. I know if you guys agree, like there's so many layers to it. Like you can pull up receipts for it, you can pull up receipts against it, but yeah, I'm interested to see what the comments think about this one.
Everything good?
Define good.
You're set. Time to go. You'll be a little longer. Still working on transportation.
Change your plans. He's coming with me.
No. No,
We're
that's
going together. I can use him.
I'll give you two a minute.
Remember what I told you? It's not over until...
It's over.
Neat way to finish Walt's line there, but I feel like at that point, Saul intended that for Walt, as in it's over. We cut ties here, and the cancer is back. It's over, baby. You cannot defeat the path God has created for you. No matter who you think you are. Oh my fucking motherfucker. Oh my. You didn't have to do me like that. Piss off, Todd. I can tell it's you from a mile away.
Is there anybody else in the house?
I could tell that was Todd from 100
What
yards.
about your son? If
I
go
would be at the
looking
top of the
for him,
MetLife Stadium and tell
am
that
I
was
gonna see
Todd.
him? He's not gonna pop out and surprise me? But you've seen some people. Like the lady who came into the car wash. The one with the black hair. Have you said anything about her?
Oh, Lydia.
You sure about that?
I didn't.
The police don't need to know anything about her. Now I'm gonna need you to say it.
I will not say anything about her. Ever. I swear.
Abandon ship, man. Abandon this house. Holly does not deserve to go what she's been through, okay? Leave Holly. Even Skylar. Like, leave. Man. Look at you dressed in a button up. I know who you're meeting now. Just have Lydia appear. Come on, I'm just waiting for it. Yeah, there we go. Like, I knew. I can't stand the thick ass glasses Lydia always wears.
Don't. Stay where you are.
I mean, look at the size of him.
Talk like this.
You're not going to have a problem with her. I can pretty much guarantee it.
I wish I had your certainty, but I'm not like you and your uncle. I'm not used to this kind of risk. We're gonna have to take a break.
I have 50 pounds vacuum packed and ready to go.
And I wish you all the luck in the world with it.
It's 92%.
That changes things.
I'm sorry?
92%.
Truly?
Tested it twice and it's blue just like before.
92. That's Heisenberg level. He's not with you.
Well, next best thing, Pinkman.
They're looking for Pinkman.
Well, they're not going to find him. He's with us, and he's not going anywhere. I just think we work together good. We make a good team. I think it's kind of mutually good.
This brother,
100%.
this brother has no riz whatsoever. I don't care. I don't care. Maybe 92% was the riz, but no. Walt coming out of a barrel. How ironic.
Weather's right, you might be able to catch Montreal, but mostly you'll be limited to DVDs.
Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium. 2 copies.
I'm not much of a movie guy. My clients and I don't usually have an ongoing relationship. Normally, you and I would have already gone our separate ways, but you're you.
This is a delicate situation.
Here's the phone.
This is a special
phone.
case.
Up here, ice storms equal service calls, equal you in cuffs. You are the target of a nationwide manhunt. Your face is all over TV. You are the hottest client I have ever had, by far. It stands to reason you've got to keep out of sight. And I gotta tell you, if I find out that you've left the reservation, I won't be coming back. And it's for my own safety. You understand?
Walt's just gonna test that theory out.
Sure.
He's gonna leave. 100.
You know how to work the stove? The flue
Yeah.
can be tricky.
I got it.
We gotta run it back with Heisenberg. Is Walt gonna even make it to the village with his condition at the moment? He's gonna start coughing there. That stamina gonna be tested. There we go. His condition is just gonna worsen as well with no treatment. with this solitary. Damn, it gives you an indication as to how long Jesse's been down here because his wounds have kind of started to heal and Todd's been out doing other things.
Hey, you awake?
Yeah.
We had some Ben and Jerry's. There's peanut butter cup and Americone Dream. I don't know what you like, so I got you some of each.
Todd's in a good mood at the moment.
There you go.
Things went his way with Lydia.
So that batch that you just cooked was 96%. Kind of figured deserved a little something.
And the batch went well as well. Leap of faith, baby. Come on. We need that core strength. He's done it! If he does this, shout out to Ben and Jerry's. That little bit of sugar in the ice cream gave him that energy. This is big if he gets away. Very big. Fuck! Damn! Balls!
Just kill me now and get it over with because there's no way I'm doing one more cook for you psycho fucks!
Yes?
Hi, ma'am. How you doing tonight? You're Andrea, right? Right? Well, I'm a friend of his. My name's Todd. I'm sorry to bother you so late, but it's nice to meet you.
How many people are gonna rock up to Andrea's house and say, I'm a friend of Jesse Pinkman? Come on, Andrea, be smarter than this girl. Come on.
How is Jesse? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's okay. Actually, I brought him with me.
Jesse's here?
Yeah, he's right over there in that truck.
Operation Capture Andrea is underway.
No!
Just so you know, this isn't personal.
Not even capture Andrea. Take out it. The amount of swear words I want to direct at Todd at the moment. Oh, I don't like swearing, even though I do it sometimes.
Settle down. Hey, remember, you're still a kid.
You know what made it worse? It was like sort of like a role reversal scenario in which now Jesse was in the position of Walt in episode sort of 14. It was a similar position, being inside the car whilst everything was going down. And he had no control over the events that were unfolding, and it was a similar scenario right here. And what made it worse was the sound of the silencer with the pistol. Usually silencers are much louder than that, but that one was probably one of the most silent silencer attachments I've ever heard in my life. And it was just the manner in which it was dealt with and how quick it was over. There was even like no time for Andrea to even turn around and just even... I want to rewatch it. I actually want to rewatch that scene right there because I thought it was fantastically executed.
Just so you know, this isn't personal.
Like, the way it cut to sort of like the extreme long shot of the event happening, rather than having the close-up of her getting killed and sort of like that medium close-up of Todd delivering the final blow, it cut to an extreme long shot of sort of Jesse's POV, and I guess the sound was there to mimic that as well from that distance, and that's why the sound was so silent, because I guess it was from Jesse's POV at that side of the street. It was so well done. I just got to rewatch it. It was so well done. Looks sort of like a medium close-up shot there.
Personal.
Then bang, cut to the extreme long shot of her body dropping. Far out, man.
Whoa! Hey! Settle down! Settle down. Hey, remember, you're still a kid.
You know how Iron Man rocked up to that terrorist village in Iron Man 1 and just literally destroyed the crap out of him? I want something like that to happen to Uncle Jack and Todd's crew. Someone like that to rock up to that base and just go Iron Man on them. I feel like each passing day, Walt is getting further. Oh, this is tomorrow.
These ought to come close.
Damn, a lot of time has passed if Walt's had his hair grow back.
I saw her shopping one time. She looks pretty good. And she's using her maiden name. I wouldn't take that personally under the circumstances. Those working for you?
Yeah.
I took a run by your old house. The auction's still pending. They put a fence up around it.
They put up a fence?
Seems like the place got to be kind of a tourist attraction. Kids breaking in, neighbors complain, so bank put up a fence. You ready?
That treatment for the cancer? Yeah,
Sorry about last time.
the drip.
Afternoon of the 15th.
Stay a little longer?
Yeah, I got a long trip ahead of me.
2 hours? I'll give you another $10,000.
Getting real lonely in this cabin in the woods.
Cards?
10,000 to just sit and chat. Makes you think how many times Walt has done this
Right, well.
over the past year, or how much time has
it
passed?
would be
6 months?
7 card. Oh.
Just to have some company.
You are encumbered.
This guy making bank. 10,000 for the hour.
One of these days when you come up here, I'll be dead. My money over there. What happens to it then? What if I ask you to give it to my family? Would you do it?
If I said yes, would you believe me? You want to cut the cards?
The cancer, the cancer itself is humbling Walt. As a, like... Don't put the ring on, Walt. Don't put the ring on. You put the ring on, you're gonna start seeing the Witch King of Angmar. Don't put the ring on. Ah, he put the ring on. The weight loss. The weight loss, the eyesight. Like, I'm just wondering, Walt's gonna have to have one final stand, like one final burst of energy to make a final stand or return to Albuquerque. We've seen it, but I want to see how those events unfold. I love how he's putting the money in boxes with the brand titled Ensure. Oh, he could mail it to Skylar, the money. Is that what he's gonna try and do?
Aunt Marie, what's going on?
Hold on a sec, honey.
Son, it's me. Please don't let on. Carmen's nearby, right? No, she cannot know. Son, are you there?
Yes.
It's so good to hear your voice.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, he's a good kid. He's like you. He'll understand. I'm sending Louis a package. No, it's addressed to Louis, but it's for you, your mother, and your sister. There's money inside. About $100,000. Okay. I think it was all that I could fit into the box. It has to be a secret. If anyone says a word, the police will take it.
Hopefully Lewis doesn't get too inquisitive.
I wanted
business and money.
So you'll talk to Lewis, right?
You killed Uncle Hank. You killed him.
He having a Skylight outburst here.
What you did to Mom, you asshole. You killed Uncle Hank.
Listen to me. You've got to listen to me.
Just shut up. Just stop it. Stop it. I don't want anything from you. I don't give a shit.
You need this money. Your
Killed
mother
Uncle Hank. You killed him.
needs this money. It can't all be for
What
nothing.
you did, just shut up. Shut up. Will you just leave us alone? You asshole! Why are you still alive? Why don't you just die already? Just die.
You know what? From Walter Jr.'s perspective, and I feel like that outburst was entirely justified. Like that kid who had... I know a lot of Walt sympathizers might probably dislike Walter Jr. for that right there, but you cannot deny the kid hasn't heard from his father in months, and he just picked off and left after hearing that his Uncle Hank was just died, and his mother has been left in the wilderness for ages now, having to deal with all these court issues, lawyers, police officers, and things like that. His Aunt Marie is now a widow. Like, do you guys think... I feel like Walter Jr.'s response there was entirely justified, like that little outburst right there. I feel like he's been holding that in, and now he's had the opportunity to finally say it to Walt. It could have been his last opportunity to say it to that. And obviously from Walt's perspective, that's a bummer. It's not gonna go the way he planned it to be, but he's got to understand that in my opinion, Walter Jr.'s response there was entirely justified. Like, I feel like, yeah, I don't know if you guys will agree with me, but it was worth a shot. But like, he's got to understand that his son was not going to be as receptive as he thought he might have would have been. Like, money's not going to solve everything. It never does. It never usually does. Actually interesting, this episode's really kind of reminding me of T.S. Eliot's The Hollow Man. Like, it ends not with a bang but a whimper, and I feel like this episode being the following episode from Ozymandias, like, I feel like we had such a bang in those few episodes. Like, it just reached such a climax, and then this one here is sort of not fizzled out in a way, but it's sort of ending with a whimper in terms of like Walt's journey. He's a defeated man at the moment, and cancer is defeating him. He's being humbled, and nothing is going his way. Now, the final episode, I believe it's titled Felina, that could pick up and end with a bang, but so far it's just, you know, kind of ending in a whimper. We're seeing Jesse's arc as well. It's really not going the way our characters want it. Like, it's not going the way I expected it to go. It's not ending with a bang, and I guess it doesn't need to end with a bang because of the events that have unfolded. And this is the way to go. It's just unfortunate, and it's just like, yeah, it is what it is. All those decisions the characters have made previously have led to this, and Walt's the creation of this entire mess. So
I'd like to speak to the agent in charge of the Walter White investigation.
Walter White.
Walter White.
Hello? Sir? Sir, are you still there?
You ready for that drink now?
Dimple pinch. Neat.
You got it.
Darker than a normal rosé.
For us, it's always been science first.
Holds 12 times
Would you
was that Grey Matter?
would you go back, please?
Was that Gretchen and Elliot?
There.
Exactly.
What,
We're
this?
thrilled with the way things
I recognize the voice.
But just yesterday, your charity, the Gretchen and Elliot Schwartz Foundation, announced a $28 million grant for drug abuse treatment centers throughout the Southwest.
Charlie, the Southwest is our home, and we couldn't just ignore what's going on in our own backyard.
That the grant was a kind of publicity maneuver to shore up the stock price of Gray Matter Technologies because of your association with Walter White.
Well, that's not exactly
To
the
cleanse
way
yourself, so to speak, of having a methamphetamine kingpin as co-founder of your company.
I'm glad you brought that up. The investing public understands we're talking about a person who was there early on, but who had virtually nothing to do with the creation of the company and still less to do with growing it into what it is today.
You don't want to say that.
What was Walter White's contribution?
You know, to be honest, honey,
The company name.
the company name. We came up with it by combining our names. Schwartz means black, black plus white makes gray.
It's gray matter technologies.
Exactly. As far as I can recall, his contribution begins and ends right there.
There are continuing reports of blue methamphetamine considered his signature product throughout the Southwest. Some evidence reaching as far
Remember I was talking about that final kick or that final ounce of motivation Walt needed to get back up?
You sound very sure.
I can't speak to this Heisenberg that people refer to. But whatever he became, the sweet, kind, brilliant man that we once knew, long ago, he's gone.
But to be absolutely
See the Breaking Bad thing coming at the end? Oh, that's badass. That's badass. Walt will not have his integrity threatened like that. Listen, I still think he's the villain of the show, and Gretchen and Elliot saw this coming out of nowhere. They had to defend their multi-billion-dollar company, but like, oh, you know, like, I couldn't have thought of a better way to get me end for a season finale than having it end like that, because I was sort of like thinking to myself, what direction are they gonna go now with this? And I was alluding to the T.S. Eliot poem of it ending with not a bang but a whimper, and it was kind of fizzling out. We're seeing the sort of we're seeing the demise of Walt in the end there. You know, the cancer's getting the better of him, he's losing weight, and he's just made that one sort of final call in the hope of reconnecting with Walter Jr. or having some sense of clarity of directing the money back at his family, and that was turned down. That was sort of you know, freaking eradicated by Walter Jr. But then just when you think the show is, I'm just like thinking to myself, what direction are they gonna go with? And I was thinking about the first episode of this entire season with Walt in the diner, and there was the same medium holding shot of Walt drinking at the diner, his same look with the same glasses, with the hair and beard sort of grown out, and there was the same sort of medium holding shot of him drinking at the bar. I'm just like, okay, that was a neat tie into the episode of the first episode of season 1, and Walt, you sort of playing with the bacon and having sort of like the 52, and I'm guessing this is going to be his motive to return back, and that was the tie-in, and it was similar with that similar shot right there. And I was like, okay, that is clever. And then you sort of had like the medium long shot from the back, with the camera panning slowly into Walt's character, as in the top left hand side of the screen you had the TV obviously showcasing the interview with Gretchen and Elliot, and it was perfect framing right there, and you saw Walt's posture start to change as, you know, he became the topic of conversation in the interview, and everything about his contributions were basically sort of lied about with Gretchen and Elliot to protect his company. And that's that sort of final oomph, that final kick to get Walt up, and that final, you know, burst of energy that he needed to make his final stare. Now it's going to be interesting to see. Surely he's not just going to go after Gretchen and Elliot. I don't know, but surely he might just make one final stand and say F it and just go for everyone. One final blaze of glory. I'm not too sure how it's going to end, because like this show is so unpredictable, and I love that about it. And I'm just thinking as well, where we're going to end with Jesse. Like, this is going to be a final episode of epic proportions, hopefully, because what's going to happen to Todd and Uncle Jack? Like, what's going to happen with Jesse? What's going to happen with Lydia? And we saw what happened to Andrea. What's going to happen to Brock? Like, there's so many things that we need to tie up, and it's all going down to this final episode. Like, it's so interesting to see what's going to happen. And I'm hella excited for it. Like, I really want to watch it after this episode. And I'll see if I can. But like, I don't know, it's just so amazing. Like, the way it was able to sort of, like, I dislike Walt with the passion, right? Like, for all he's done. Like, he's the villain of this show for all he's done. But at the end there, it sort of gets you, like, hyped up for what he's about to do, even though you can't stand the man for what he's done, if that makes sense. Like, I'm just lost for words. Like, it's just like, I'm hyped up for the finale, and I'm hyped up for what Walt's going to do. Because he obviously cannot stand when people degrade his character, and it's just like, you know what, Walt, go for it. F it. But like, I still can't stand him. Oh, it's just so good. It's so good. I hope you guys enjoyed my reaction. As always, been your boy Elie Moses. Take care. We're almost done with Breaking Bad. God bless and peace.